Okay, I think it's good. Probably should have opened this to double check. Ooh, can I? Ew. Who unmuted me? Get this shit out of here. Alright. Here we go. Who would have guessed? We're back. We're bigger than ever. Damn it. I fucking knew it, dude. Every time. Cannot win. Oh no, my water. Where the fuck? Where do I put this for now? Where's my water? Get water. We got water. Water acquired. Water. I need water, Sandy. Alright. So, we'll go with that one. Let's go. We did it. God, that is terrible. What the fuck? Alright. I think we only have 2 eyes left for this. We'll see how it goes. Hello? There we go. Ba-da-ba. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Maybe I'll just go down here. Like, we'll just go for it, you know? Alright. This one is a complete departure for them. The lid is not connected to the pupe or the iris, I guess. That's so different from what they had been doing. Anyway. Come on, man. That's alright, right? Good enough for me. Okay. What am I drawing? I don't fucking know. Alright. No. Maybe. No. Sort of. Feel like this one should be over there. You know, that's interesting. Looking at theirs, I feel like it's smallest, smaller, um, like medium, and then large, I guess we'll call it. I feel like theirs is like not consistent. I don't know if, I mean, that could be intentional. It sort of almost gives off the vibe that they're like looking ever so slightly this way. So maybe it's supposed to be that way. Could just be also that they freehanded it like this, and therefore there's inconsistency. Right? If you just eyeball stuff, believe it or not, it's not that good. I mean, it's fine. It's just not perfect. It's not the same as if you used symmetry, you know? Symmetro deco. Why is this coming out so bad? There we go. I mean, that's not good, but for some reason I can't do this without like a really steep curve there. I think that's the one. All right. So let's lart this out. Something I found is on tablet, so not this tablet, but like normal tablet. I I can like, you know, do all this shit and like get really close and like turn the thing without having to turn the tablet. And that is so fucking useful, man. I gotta maybe what I'll do is see if I can either bind these to maybe like you know, this one sets it like this one sets it like that, this one sets it like that, you know what I mean? Like every angle, and have all those for those, and then like the controller thing, like I was thinking about as the other hotkeys, or maybe like the joysticks, I can maybe set it so that I can like turn it around. I just don't know if that's even possible. But it really does help to be able to do that. Although I do feel like, so I feel like it's easier to draw like straight lines or like zoom in. But I also feel like there's something to be learned in the restriction of not being able to move it. Right? Because that bypasses the fact that this is a hard thing for me to do. Right? If I just change the angle so it's my easiest angle every time, I'm eventually gonna get good at that one angle, you know, even better, but I'm gonna continue to not be good at other ones. And there could come a time where I need to, well, it's not gonna be like life or death or whatever, but you know what I mean? There could be a time where I need to do a line and I don't have this capability or the ability. For example, this is wired in. It's not that easy. Even if I were to reroute the wires, like flip the tablet over and then flip the monitor over so that like the view was different, you know, I won't always be able to change the angle I can approach from. So making it so that I don't have to by practicing it like this does have its benefit. I got lost. All right. Zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Didn't say the magic word. Shouldn't have said that. Now I want to watch Jurassic Park. It's funny, on here, I find that this eraser works best. I find that this and this one just don't really work as well for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like the pressure sensitivities of this. But on the tablet, I think it's this one works the best for me. Um, I don't know what the difference is, but I think part of it is when I use this, it on the tablet, it actually changes the direction based off of the like orientation of the tablet and my pen, what direction the thing is coming from, which is super useful if you're like doing that. That's actually what I would probably prefer, but I've gotten used to it not doing that, so it's kind of disorienting when it does that because I'm expecting it to maintain the same shape that it's always maintained because that's how it is on this. Because this doesn't have, I wonder if it's because this doesn't have a gyroscope and that has like a directional gyroscope because it's a tablet, you know? Why are you telling me I'm going live phone on dog, bro? Okay. Um always has been. I should probably look at this. There's been some really good deals on Woot. I also saw I have an ad from Woot, which is like it's like an online store. I'm pretty sure they just sell like returns for the most part from Amazon. They're owned by Amazon. But there's been some like crazy ass watch deals, like some Rado Captain Cooks I saw for 300-ish, which is a lot of money. But then you consider that these were like the limited edition ones, which are like 2 grand, 2.5 grand gray market, right? And like the non-limited edition ones, gray market, are like 1,500. So it's a pretty solid little price if you're into them or trying to make, I guess, a quick buck. Uh, Man, like every time I see it, I'm like, damn, I missed out. I've also always wanted a Captain Cook. Not these ones. These are like blue. They've like blued the steel, which is fine. It's just, I mean, I take it for $300. That's usually how I get things. It's like it's a version, or it's like from a company that I like, but it's not the one I want. For example, Jesus, we're getting distracted. But for example, this watch. I actually love this watch. I didn't know it existed. You've seen it on the channel before. Zodiac Super Sea Wolf. Jesus Christ. I don't know how to get that to focus. Hello? Oh, hey, we have it. Zodiac Super Sea Wolf. There is a version of it that I saw many years ago now. I think I was still in college, or maybe I was about to try and go to law school, but that didn't work out for me. But there's a version of this. It's the Hodinky exclusive that I fell in love with, and it's honestly pretty close to this. I think it's more like a mint color. They do have a mint version like this, but it was a no date. It was a Hodinky exclusive. It was like a retro style. So this is like the new shape of the Super Sea Wolf. There's a retro style. I actually have one. I'm not gonna go get it. I've shown that one as well before, but that one's pretty much really difficult to get. It goes for several thousand if it even comes up because it was a limited run. Technically, I think like all of them are a limited run except for maybe like the blue. For some reason, the blue and orange one is like unlimited. They just keep making them. Um, it's a popular style, so I get it. But apparently, they generally only make like 100 to maybe 1,000 of a run in a colorway, and then they're just like done. So, like, if you wanted to find this model, you'd search for white cap, and you probably won't find it new anywhere. Maybe eBay, and it'd be debatable if it's new or not. Uh, but my point is, there was a version of this that I fell in love with, and that's the one I wanted. But this was on sale for 550, which is significantly less than the, I think, original price was like, I want to say, well, for this, the original would have been, I think, either 1250 or 1750. And for the other one that I was originally looking at, I think was like 18 something, which as a college student, what, completely out of the question. Um, so that one basically just sold out and slipped by. You know what I mean? Like never to be seen again because they don't produce it anymore. And it just goes for way more than I would want, even if it came up. Um, let's go ahead and suck up this green. Oh fuck, I can't because I changed it. No, what have I done? That's fine. We can probably fake it. Good enough for me. But anyway, right? I fell in love with that. I end up like looking at Zodiac's website all the time. I end up looking at Zodiac at like shops. For example, Nordstrom has them. They have some on sale that are pretty cool, but they're not ever really the best deals, right? They're usually just an okay deal if it's on sale. But there's a place that it's like an online mall because they do have real malls, and it's straight from Zodiac basically because Zodiac has a store in one of their mall chains somewhere. I'm assuming it might be Texas because I think they usually come from Texas, but that's also where their service center is. So maybe they just like have their service center. I don't know, but Basically, that's where they come from. And anyway, it's like shopsimon.com or whatever. And again, comes straight from Zodiac. They have usually the best sales. So this was like 40% off on top of already being uh like 900-ish bucks or something, which was already kind of cheaper. So it's just like fuck it. I'm going to get it. If I don't like it, if I regret it, I can resell it. And here it is. Right? It was like on sale, and that was the reason I got it, cuz it was like close enough to the one I really wanted and a fraction of the price it would be. Cuz there's no chance in fucking hell. Did I not select a dick of this? There's no chance in hell I'm paying full price. All right, we got that going. I don't know why I do this. I really shouldn't. Where the fuck did it go? I should just, ew, why did it come over like that? But yeah, that's how I generally get shit. So it's like, this isn't the model I wanted. I mean, it's still a Super Sea Wolf, but this is like the newer version. It's got a date. I would have preferred the no date version, but like it's kind of my favorite watch because it's like the homage to it, and I think I would probably like it better at this point just because this one's mine. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with me. I mean, I guess we established that, but uh we're gonna do this eye a little differently than we've been doing it, if I can remember how to do it. Um, all right, so let's do this. Hello? All right, that's way too dark. Let's fuck with the opacity some more. There we go. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then let's do that. But yeah, most of the stuff I have is like maybe from a brand I had been watching because I liked a specific thing. And then this version went on sale. So then I'm like, you know what? That's actually pretty cool too. And it's cheaper. And it's just as good. Let's put it up here. Okay. Are we cooking? I don't think we're cooking. Hold on. Do 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 do. I don't know, part of me thinks that it's cool to have stuff like, I don't know. On the one hand, I would love to have that version, right? I just don't want to spend. I think the last I saw, it has been like a couple years since I've looked. Because sometimes I'm just like, what if somebody really didn't like it and they put it up for like a reasonable price? So I'll check like eBay or something. The last time I saw it was like 3,600. So I was like, how about no? Um, but like, I would like to have that version, but I feel like there's something kind of cool about having the version that came to you. You know, like there's something, to me, I guess, almost charming about it. Right? It's not the one I prayed for, not the one I asked for, but it's the one I've gotten. I feel like there's a whole lot of empty space here, and I don't know what to do with it. We're just gonna sit on that for a second. We on? There we go. Hello? Oh, Jesus, I'm an idiot. Go. Meow. Do, 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 do. Maybe this is what I should do. It kind of looks a little nice with like the little bit of green showing through. No, never mind. No, I hate it. Not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. I don't know if it was like an official ad or something, but I saw an ad for, I think, the new Harry Potter things. Here's what I think it was. It was like a Reddit post, and it was like from, was it no, it was a Twitter post, and it was from like a Harry Potter fan thing. And I assume they probably get paid to like post things. If they don't, they're fucking idiots. Um, but it was like this AI slot video where it had like the old actor getting like the torch passed on to them, or like the wand or whatever it was in that scene, or the old actor was passing it on to the new actor, but it was all AI, right? So it wasn't really happening, and it just was like the worst look. And then I was like reading the Twitter comments, and people were like loving it, and I'm like, what? It's so ass. Like, what are you doing? You guys like this? And then the only comments were negative about Snape because he's black, I guess. And I'm just sitting there like fucking baffled. Like, what's going on, man? I will say I've seen I obviously tweeted sort of about it. I saw that one of the AI companies is apparently shutting down their video making app, which is nice, but I have a bit of a suspicion it's not that they're just shutting it down. They're probably just changing it. I guess they have been allegedly losing money the way they've been doing it. Well, I mean, all AI loses money. There's no money to be made right now, but I guess the problem has been they've wasted a ton of resources on the video creation tools, and everyone else has just been doing text. And I guess the text shows bigger promise because it's less resources. And I do have a feeling that they're shutting it down to turn it into like a paid only service, or like because they have an exclusive deal with someone, and not necessarily because it's failing, because these people don't understand how useless their product is. Oh no, this one's way too big. Um, but you know, it's a slight victory for now because it is just shut down at this current juncture, and nobody wants that shit. So kind of looks like an almond. All right, I guess that's probably the best I'm gonna be able to do on the fucking eyeball itself, man. I just really don't understand what they're doing with AI at this point. Like, it's just such a wasted investment. You can just pay a normal human to give you the wrong answer every time without any research or real function. Probably cost you less too. No. All right. This just doesn't look right to me. It just looks like random fucking lines. Oh my god, dude. Get that out of here. How do I make this not just look like a stupid straight line, though? Probably doesn't help that this one's got more curve in it. Ba-da-bum. What the fuck? Thank you. I don't know. It's just not working for me, man. Something's not right. Still don't know how to do eyelashes, I guess. Thank you, water. Very cool. Okay. So let's just put that there. That doesn't do anything whatsoever for me. It's a little better, I guess. Not really, though. All right. Why does it just all feel wrong, you know? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Nice. Nice tits. Good job. All right. Me when I'm a problematic video game announcer. No. It's wrong. Ow. It's all wrong. How about no? How about no? How about... Okay. How about no? Yippee. Okay. Wow. That looks fucking dumb. Wow. Fuck, dude. I'm gonna just try a little... Hold on, let's do that. Let's move that down. What if we do just like a relatively... Fuck. Alright, I have to lart this, I think. Hold on. Okay. So then we go up a layer. Can I please? Thank you. Thank you very much. Nothing, huh? It's because this wasn't opaque enough. I didn't plan for it. If I do it here, though. Okay, of course, that's unselected. All right, well, we already saw it's not going to work, though. Okay. That's just something I should have planned for. What number is this? 19? 17. We're on 17? Feel like I can maybe do something else to the mouth, though. What's wrong with the mouth? Does anyone know what that mouth to do? Can somebody show me what that mouth did, please? Yeah, that fixed it. What the fuck, bro? It's ass. They're too far apart, I feel like. I could fix that. I'm not going to, but I could fix it. That's all I'm saying. What does this button do? Oh my god. How about no? Hello? There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Very cool. Alright, so let's lower this down to 2.0 Dico. Well, apparently we're typing it. Thank you. Very cool. So we got a winking eye. Very expressive, very cool. I don't know how to do this. I'm chalked. Played some more Borderlands 3 last night, and I'm so torn on the game because I really want to love it, and it's a fine game. It just does not feel like a Borderlands, and it like I don't know. It feels like I'm playing a game with Borderlands characters, but like in a different universe. Like it's like Borderlands fanfic for someone who wanted, like, they just played Rage 2. I think it's Rage 2, or is it 3? And then they're like, "Oh my god, it'd be so cool if this was Borderlands." And so they just like slapped Borderlands themes on things, but it's just like the same fucking game. I'm not kidding. It feels exactly the same. Is it Rage 2? It is Rage 2. Like it just it didn't need to be open world, but it is. So it's fine. But like the open worldness of it isn't really there. you know, you just go place to place and you ignore all the other stuff in between. There are some side quests. There's actually a lot of them, but like the rewards haven't really been very good or unique so far. So it's like I don't care. I did what like I think like 15 of them and I didn't get a single unique. Not a single one. We just got shitty skins. So it's like so unrewarding that I haven't really tried or even bothered to do them. I mean, we're not even getting uniques from main story quests. Also, the quest system, or whatever you want to call it, is so terrible. It gives you like these reward caches that you have to then open yourself. But it's like in a sub menu, and it's like got this whole fucking like loot box animation system to it that you can skip sort of, but like bro, it's so fucking obnoxious. It's so time consuming and it's not worth it. All you get is a unique skin and some random like shitty weapon if you're lucky. The weapon isn't even useful probably. And that's assuming you even remember about it because it's like off in its own little tab that nobody gives a shit about. So if you're like me, you do fucking 40 things and now you have to do it 40 times, sit through their shitty animation or try and spam escape and not exit the thing too fast. Um and like not get anything for it, right? Like you get a bunch of lower level shit because you forgot about it for 3 levels. And you know what, it wasn't even good at the time, but there's like the principle of, well, if I had remembered, maybe it could have been. To put it into perspective, I had like one really, really, really lucky day, and that's when like the game started feeling fun. I got like a bunch of decent legendaries, one really good legendary, and like I'm still using that. That was level 15. I think I'm like level 26 now or something, or 25. 10 levels, and these levels are actually kind of slow compared to regular Borderlands. So like I think it's been like 8 or 9 hours since I've gotten anything actually good. 8 or 9 hours of gameplay, including main story questing, including like fighting random fights just because I'm like, all right, it's here. Right here's this radio tower I gotta shut off. Fine, I'll do it. Maybe I'll get something good. Nope, we haven't gotten a single fucking loot guy in like 2 streams. No loot. It's just not there. It's so disappointing. It's very unfulfilling. It kind of has the vibe that like 2 had in World, but 2 had a means to get stuff. So like 2 general gameplay felt pretty fucking unrewarding. There wasn't really after you did it the first time, there really wasn't a reason to go back and do side quests ever again unless you knew that that side quest gave you something good, which side quests could do. Haven't come across that yet. um so what we're looking at is Borderlands 2's like world loot, where if you're just having the luck of your life, the boss you kill does drop a legendary. The right the little like designated loot dude does spawn and he does drop something. But they usually don't. Right? We're on that system. As opposed to like ones you kill a random guy and he was fucking killing you. He was destroying you with his hellfire. You kill him and he drops his hellfire. Right? Or 3, again, some dude has absolutely beaten your shit in with the legendary he has. You kill him and he drops it. Right? That was kind of fun. That was satisfying. I'm assuming maybe I'll try and farm some bosses next time I play. I'm assuming maybe that I have to farm. The thing is, we haven't really come across anything except one gun that's been particularly good. So even if I choose someone to farm, it's really no telling if it's good. I feel like the game's been very unrewarding and unsatisfying lately. And that's been most of it. It was very unrewarding, unsatisfying, very unrewarding, unsatisfying. Then it was kind of fun, and now it's back to being unrewarding and unsatisfying with just like the most basic storytelling that just isn't really engaging or interesting. And I don't know, like it's not like I get it. Borderlands 1 got away with having kind of a mid story, right? Like it was this really cool idea. Your vault hunters, you end up on a planet, a greedy corporation starts fighting with you because you're after the same thing as them. And they technically actually, I think, no, that's Dahl who owned the planet and abandoned it. But Atlas is like your enemy in the first one, and like you don't really even talk to them though. So it's like, you know, like they call you a couple times. There's no real negotiations. So like the dialogue falls apart. You're not that invested in any real characters, I guess, except the ones you play. But like it's fun because it's super satisfying to kill things, and you occasionally get their weapons that they were killing you with. And so, born the legacy is of satisfying loot, right? And they add more things with satisfying loot, things that make your enemies pop or melt. And they add like the Cromerax fight that like lets you get tons of loot. It just sprays everywhere, and it's so satisfying. And it's not actually that easy of a kill unless you cheese it, um, or develop a thing. In fact, it's almost impossible solo. Um, but like you have no real story. The story is you're there, you're fighting with the company, and we'll do major spoiler if you haven't played Borderlands 1. You don't even finish off the company. The company dies to the vault that gets opened, right? Like, or at least their commander, commandant, does. So it's like, here they go, there they go, they're gone. And you didn't, in the original, you didn't really get loot from the main fight, which was really disappointing. But then they remedy that in like the redo. And it turns out pretty fun though, because everything in between was a lot of fun gunning, popping enemies, melting them, making them explode, right? Cool elemental effects that for the time were pretty much not heard of. And so two brought that back, with the elements being a little bit worse, but right, it had the explosiveness, it had better movement, right? You felt faster, and that brought in like the real run and gun stuff where you know you kind of felt like, if you weren't too under geared, you felt like explosive power was everywhere. You would get like certain guns that did certain things, and they were very unique, and that was where like they, I guess, gave birth to the unique weapon thing, where okay, there were uniques and whatnot in in one, but like these weapons were truly unique, where like the bullets really did different things. They weren't, I feel like this isn't gonna work for some reason, but like in one, okay, there were some bullets that did like some wiggly shit, or split into multiple bullets, but in this, like bullets had different speeds. They would split midair. right? They would do different things. They would sometimes have mixed elements. And okay, the serpents did that in one, for example, but like it was just so much more unique, so much more interesting. What if I just change the opacity ever so slightly? Oh, we only have to do one eye. That's right. Um, but like it just felt, even though it was a struggle on higher difficulties to like maintain your gear, it felt better because you had the means to do it, right? Like you could, if your luck was bad, you can change your luck by farming the same enemy for 4 hours straight, which maybe isn't that fun, but you could do it. All right, let's do the blackening first. Okay. You know, pre-sequel obviously just reused whatchamacallit, but both pre-sequel and 2 had much more engaging stories where, you know, 2 had again bad corpo dude who just feels egregiously evil at times and does some pretty sickening things, but then like pre-sequel kind of lets you sympathize with them a little bit where it's, you know, you sit there and you look at them like, well, this monster was kind of created by someone else or a series of events. And that doesn't, you know, absolve him of his sins, but like there's the intrigue behind, holy shit, you know, some of the characters from 1 and 2 actually made him who he was, and it explains why he has such a vendetta against them specifically. Okay. I don't like that positioning, but no, I gotta move it. You know, three's story is kind of ass, right? People don't like it, and I get it because I'm not a huge fan of it either, right? Of course, there's plot holes in all of them, but right, three at least kind of feels in universe where they just went a little too hard on the cringe Twitch shit, basically, or the cringe streamer shit to try and capitalize because at the time, you know, that was just so popular and they knew that they got a lot of their popularity off of, um, you know, streamers. So they were trying to I guess appeal to their player base, I guess. I don't know if it's really a player base, but you know, they were trying to make it more topical and they just kind of dropped the ball. But like at least it was very cohesive, as stupid as some of it was. And now we're at 4 where it's just like I just can't get over the start. It just doesn't make any sense. Like every step of the way it contradicts itself and there was just no reason for any of it. So I don't know what else to say. It's just so ass. Like the open world is kind of fun, but like also it's just not right. It's so empty at times. The loot is so meaningless and so also empty. Like in 1, 2 and pre-sequel especially, you would and 3 actually, you would pick up random guns and test them. I haven't really found a reason to do that for the most part in 4. And you would do that because, well, maybe this one reads different, right? It says this does that. All of the guns feel very much the same because they can all have any manufacturer's specialty, right? In 3, they like really went with the whole Jacobs does this and Jacobs can only do this. In 4, the Jacobs specialty, which is crits make your bullet ricochet, can be on any gun. The Torque specialty of they can have gyrojets or they can have stickies. Any gun, right? The TDR one of reloading your gun lets you throw it to blow it up, which has been in it since 2, I think. Any gun can have that. Not only can any gun have it, they can have all of these effects. So they can charge up, they can be thrown, they can all have gyrojet bullets or the sticky bullets, and they can all ricochet. And so there's no real point in looking at what the manufacturer is to decide this is the type of gun I want. They're all the same. They all feel the same. There's no uniqueness behind it. The only exception so far, I guess, has been a Maliwan shotgun, but like that could just, and most likely is just me not getting any more Maliwan shotguns since because I just haven't, and not getting a good one. But like the Maliwan shotgun had an ability to change, to a destructo disc basically from Dragon Ball. And you could like shoot 2 of those or something instead of your pellets for like, well, again, 2 shots. And that was kind of nice. But like that felt unique. But as far as I know, that could potentially still go on any gun. So, you know, I don't know that that's really a Maliwan exclusive type of deal, and I should be chasing that. Like, I'm wondering actually, it might even be possible to get like a cross legendary, which I'm not opposed to, right? 1 did a lot of like unique legendary crossovers. I think you can also get, is it, it's not the Draco. I think there's is it the Ogre? I think you can get I know you can get an Ogre Ajax's Spear, which is a type of unique legendary combo. But I think there's one where you can get like, is it an what it? It's like a, not the Equalizer because that's the revolver, but I think you can get like an ogre version of a regenning rifle, right? I don't know. It's been a while, but I think you can, at the very least I know you can do like the legendary unique combos in 1. And I really missed that in like, I know it wasn't even common, but I really missed that in like 2 and beyond because that's just so cool, right? Because I think there's like an invader that you can get like Crom's pistol, which is a unique as an invader or something. And I think you can get like, actually not too long ago there was like somebody who got like the pearlescent legendary combo pistol, and that was kind of cool. I don't even think it's that good of a pistol, but bro was like the first person to actually like just get it, or at least like record getting it. Um, I know in 2, what a lot of people would do is they'd like force save quits to get the perfect version of something because there were parts still, but I don't think you could get like you couldn't get a random Torg unique pistol with the unkempt Herald barrel, but you could get an unkempt Herald with like the double penetrating modifier, which meant that your thing shot twice as many bullets, right? So you would search for that, you would farm for the same or like the perfect version. That, I mean, I guess that probably technically exists, but I don't know that there's like I mean, a modifier or a stop that can make like the Jacob shotgun I've been using. I don't know if I can have that effect in any other legendary Jacobs or any other legendary, or sorry, sniper rifle I've been using. Like, I don't know if that's something I can use or if it exists or whatever. But like most of the stuff just feels the exact same. Like I pick up a SMG, it feels like the last SMG I used. The only like real tell difference is charge guns versus non-charge guns. And the charge guns generally kind of suck. So there's not really a reason to use them. It's honestly very sad. It feels very empty. Like I'm not saying that there's such a meaningful experience behind Borderlands games that they'll change your life or something, but there's like something about them that's super charming and fun that just is not there for this one. Right? The characters, even the ones who have come back, don't really feel like who they were. We had that problem in 3 though. Um the the like world feels empty even though it's like kind of full in spots. And it's because it's like I said, in spots they're there, but in other spots they're not, and you can just fall through the world, right? And it's just like, I don't know, it feels like they tried to make something different when they had something that they didn't need to do that with. I'm trying so hard to love that game. And I've been putting it this way. It's like a 6.5 out of 10. Like it's a perfectly fine game. It's just not what I would have expected or hoped out of a Borderlands game. Right? Like you're probably not going to be too disappointed to buy it and play it if you're just looking for a game experience. But you're not going to be satisfied if you're a huge Borderlands fan and everything that you liked about the other ones is like why you're there, because none of that is there. I feel like maybe what they should have done is made this like the way they did the Telltale games. They should have called it like Borderlands Wilds or something, and like just had it not be part of like the core experience, and like told you up front, this is a huge departure from what you're used to. I think it probably would be more interesting and more successful. And I'm not saying it was an unsuccessful game. I don't actually even know those metrics. But what I do know is Borderlands 1, 2, and even 3 had more viewership on Twitch than this does at like this close to the release. I mean, shit, 2. Oh no, did I lose tracking? Hello? I think I lost tracking. 2 It's weird. Okay. 2 had a huge viewership even after like several years after its release. So it's weird. The camera is still working. It has a little red light on it, and it just like will not track right now. If I do that, does that help? It's just blinking red. All right, I'm gonna. This is gonna be such a pain in the ass. I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in. Okay, I see a blue light. How are we doing? Anything? It's just blinking. All right, let's redo our tracking, I guess. Switch to that. Or maybe switch to that. Did that? No? Did that work? Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. We're fine. We're good. We're good. I don't know why I took this off for that. Also, bro, this is the one I use for this, right? For the streams. This is the one I use for tablet. I definitely do use Stream One more. But interesting how like much worse this one seems to be holding up. Might look into what the red light means on the camera for a second. I wonder if maybe it's overheating. It doesn't feel that hot. It's definitely hot today. I do have a fan on, but it's more like a humid hot than like the hot it was. So I feel like it shouldn't have been. I'm just gonna look it up. Sorry. Because I can just turn off the model and shit if it's gonna be a problem. Red light. Faulty or something like that. Okay, not helpful at all, thank you. I don't know. I mean, it's working right now. It's the first time we've had a problem. All right, fuck it. If it's working now and I don't see anything other than someone saying, well, that just sounds like a means for faulty, which doesn't fucking help us at all, I say we just move on. Pretend it never happened. All right. Do, do, do. Okay. Maybe it just got sick of hearing me talk about Borderlands, so I guess we'll stop. I guess I'm just talking about it because I'm so in love with this series and I'm just so disappointed that this is what they gave us. Like I don't know what I wanted, I guess. I wanted like Borderlands. I wanted like the loot system of Borderlands 1 again where it's I can just satisfyingly kill some dude who was giving me trouble and take his gun, right? At the same time, the like farming of 2 was fun to like get, guarantee what you want or like have the highest chance of getting what you want. Um, right? Totally fine. And then, like this storytelling of 2 and pre-sequel where you have these complex characters who aren't just angry because they're on a planet that they're trapped on, and for some reason the solution is to fight you. Uh, they're not just megalomaniacs who have power, right? Yes, Jack was that. He was a megalomaniac who had power, but pre-sequel showed us that he was that because he was turned into that, right? I guess maybe it doesn't work because pre-sequel 2 already gave us that. That's what 4 is. 4 is your guy, the guy tried to kill you. You know what? Let me do 2 because if spoilers, I guess. 2 is there's a vault on Pandora. We already knew that from 1. And guess what? You've been invited, but it's a trap. Jack tries to kill you. Handsome Jack tries to kill you. You survive. And now you want to find the vault. You join a resistance team because he's destroying the planet, and you overthrow him. Right? That's the goal. Well, guess what? Guess what? You're back. No, it's a new planet, Kairos. You go to the planet, unexplained reason. You're a vault hunter, but they already told you this planet cannot and could not be found. So we don't actually have a reason to be here for vault hunting purposes. We can only assume we came here by accident because that's the only way they said you can get here. I guess. But you're there. Guy tries to capture you and install, or does install, a control thing in your spine, and he can control anything anywhere with it. Even make it kill itself, even just die. Like, just shut it off. It's that simple. He just has to think about it. There is a way to jam it, but the way to jam it is a dull echo device that follows you around and can for some reason go invisible, and it can only jam one thing at a time. So here comes a guy and he rescues you without another jamming device. So he just comes to get you knowing that you'll be under control still. Anyway, evil megalomaniac, all of his minions have their own designs, all evil megalomaniacs, all stuck on this planet. And you're, of course, forming a resistance to fight them. Sounds familiar. All right, I gotta stop. I'm falling apart. Okay, there's this little thing on the original I want to do right here. I just don't know how to, like, what do I do for it? For them, they just did like this. But like, why? I don't know. That doesn't work for me. Maybe in white would work. Sort of. Well, maybe in green? Hold up. No. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna leave it, but I don't think that's right. All right. So that's the last eye of this collection. I don't like it. I do not like it. All right. Let's combine them. Call it 18. Okay. Guess we'll save this. So, shoot. I wanted to who was that? Heart to note. Thank you for that, by the way. I wanted to fuck. I wanted to draw skulls, but I didn't get the thing ready for this. I don't know, I kind of forgot that I was gonna be done. I do have this. Maybe do some like body sketches. Apparently I lined that one up from Pixel Art Journey. Good shit, but I don't know. Maybe I should just do like a random fucking page. Maybe that's it. Maybe I just try and create something real quick, like my own set of eyes. Just like practice the shape. I think that's what I might do for a minute here. Cuz I just feel like we're not, I don't know. Like some of the other ones I felt like it started off pretty bad and then it got less bad. That it started off pretty bad and it didn't really get less bad. I just don't feel like I came out of that okay. I don't feel like I did a good job. I feel like we're not getting anywhere. I don't know how else to put it. So let's maybe try and, I don't know. I guess just send it on some stuff. Okay. Let's see. What are the odds I can just find something do for you? Hmm. Hey, look, a mouth. It's actually pretty good. Not a big deal, but it is a big deal. We're gonna like it because we might try that later. Ooh, well, what does this say? Basics of drawing faces. Hello. Okay. Thank you, PT Crow. Very cool. Yeah, this doesn't help me. I don't know what I'm looking at. This is, I think, that Loomis method, sort of, where it's like broken and down into circle, oval, and quadrants. Um, Not sure if there's like too many. There's not enough illustration on this. I feel like for me, I'm just like losing my shit. Okay, that's interesting. Geode, very cool. Big question: A or B? Uh, they're the same thing. I think the inner iris here is like smaller, maybe. I don't fucking know. Oh, it's the lashes. There we go. The lashes are facing different on this side. Probably this, I feel like. I don't know. Okay. I'm losing my shit. Some random ass person's fucking face, I guess. And I guess they're using it for eyelashes. Maybe I should try it. Maybe I do it. Just some random ass person's fucking lashes. Thank you, Palmy. Very cool. We're gonna send it. All right. What the fuck am I drawing here? Did not mean to do that. Selecto Dico. My apologies, random ass person. You're being used. Fuck, I don't know what to do for this. Probably doesn't help that it's like really glistening and in black and white, so there's like no contrast. So this kind of just turns black right here. Okay. Maybe this is where I should start doing that thing where I like shade things or change the colors of things based on like what level of sketch or whatever it is. Also, they only did the top lash, which is fine. You know, they're doing more than me. But I would like to learn both, so Jesus, that's a big ass lash, bro. What am I doing? Okay. Sure. Alright, so let's get a little... Let's try and clean this up. So we'll go with like a 5. And then we'll hit him with that. And we'll hit him with that. And we'll hit him with that. No, 5 is too big. 5 is too big. I don't know how 4 is going to be much smaller, but maybe 3. Okay. Am I just going to have to like look at people and like make fake shit on them, you know? Like fake shapes? I don't like this. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't like it. Kind of looks like a mantis shrimp. All right. So I copied the lashes as close as I could. I did seem to miss like this right here, but that's not really the part that I felt like was really off for me. So I copied the lashes as best I could. I maybe can do this like a little more narrow. But like looking at the actual picture, I just don't feel like I'd somehow managed to do it justice. Like this feels like it's looking that way. This feels like it's looking either that way or that way. How do I get this? They also don't look like they belong together as well. What if I ignore the original? Jesus. What am I looking at this for if I'm going to do this? But what if I ignore the original? What if I do that? No. Hello? Thank you. It just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me. I don't think it's simply because this is too low either. They're not close enough? Can we have them kiss? Um, it's just like the shape difference is so off. What if I... See that, I mean, that match is better, but it's just like, doesn't feel right. Oh my god. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go with Clown. Wait, Clown Misfit? I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I don't know. I'm sure I'm wrong, but thank you. I have no idea what I'm doing, if that wasn't obvious. All right. What if we just pack this all up and say goodbye to it? We're going to try again. What if we just try again from the start? But instead of, for now, instead of looking at the advice, what if we just draw this person's eyes as is? See what happens. How bad could it be? So one of those and one of those and something like that. Okay. And maybe if we put like some nose in there. Fuck. Put some nose in there. That'll help. And then hit them with the one of those. So that they have that. And then bro, I've never seen an eye in my life. What the fuck is going on? Okay. What if I do this strat instead of trying to make it clean right away? We can just clean it up later. It'll be fine. So we got that. So now, you know what? I don't know what it is. This isn't doing it for me. This doesn't feel right. What if we come in Closer to that. There we go. Maybe. I think maybe it was just that the lines were too wobbly. So we'll hit him with that. We'll hit him with that. No. I think the problem is I don't know how to do this angle yet. So I'm like trying to solve the problem, but there's just no solution possible. Because I don't know it. Goodness gracious. I just forgot we need to see, unfortunately. Ah, man. They are overrated. I should just draw eyeless things from now on. I should just draw inanimate objects. Like, where's the apple at? Somebody give me an apple, man. I need an apple fact right now. Jeez. All right. How did this get back in here? Get out of there. All right. So let's try and clean this up and add lashes to it real quick. We'll see how that goes. Maybe, smallest chance possible. Can't believe people are out here really seeing. Like, that's just crazy. Smallest chance possible, though, that maybe I can make that work. All right, so if we hide that, yeah, it looks exactly the fucking same, man. What am I doing? Literally no different. I think the problem is this is 2D and that's 3D. So, like, this eye in particular is really suffering. Because I just don't have the skill to make it better. So let's do that for now. Actually, hold on. Let's do this. I think this might do just a little bit of lifting for us. It didn't. Look at that. Apple fact from Google. The black diamond apple is an extremely rare variety grown high in the mountains of Tibet. Its deep, almost jet black skin makes it one of the most visually striking fruits in the world. Beyond its look, it's prized for an exceptionally crisp texture and a sweetness that rivals honey. I'm going to be honest, I don't think honey is very sweet. But thank you for the apple fact. That's incredible news. I'm looking this up. I want to know if this is really, like, is there a black apple out there? Is this real? I want to see it. I mean, it's, yeah, you know what? It's purple. Is this real? Tibet. That's kind of cool. Kind of looks like a plum. Okay. All right. Still don't think honey is very sweet, though. I think honey's kind of bitter, to be honest with you. All right. Thank you, Apple Facts. Very cool. All right. How do I do this? Send it. Send it. Send it. Definitely should for something like this. Oh my god, it's looking so bad. Uh, definitely need to do different color lines. Because that did not come out. Yeah, those don't look good at all. All right, get those out of there. All right. And we'll just throw one in like right there. Bro, that is not it. All right, we're not cooking. Get that out of here. Get that out. Digital art for almost 10 years and I still don't know what I'm doing. Just wing it. It's usually what I do. What ends up happening, first off, I'm definitely not even close to 10 years. Um what ends up happening is I just send it cuz I'll end up doing is like I hate it. I'll get something down. I'll be like, "Oh, that's good. That's good." And then I just won't be able to do something and I'll keep trying and I'll keep trying and I'll just be like, "Fuck it." That's the line. That's what you get. I just I don't know what I'm doing, man. It's not there. I feel like most of the guides that I've seen, they all tell you like something very similar, oh, go and do the box strat 4,000 times and come back and do it and you'll be surprised. But it's like I can appreciate that, right? Obviously, I'm not like looking for a shortcut or something, but that's just not fun. And I want to try to have a little bit of fun. Like, I'm not crazy, am I? I feel like I personally learn more doing something I enjoy than just like, hitting them with you know, every 30 minutes. Can't do this, enjoy my box, right? I think I already fucked it up. God, I need more box work. Fuck it. Circle. I think I drew an S. Oh God, what did I just erase? You know what? This one actually kind of came out all right. You watch YouTube tutorials, favorite artists, and get over some. You definitely there's a couple that have helped, but they're usually like more unorthodox. Like I said, they'll be like I get the fundamentals are supposed to help you, but sometimes just drawing what you want to draw is the best solution, right? At a certain point, I intend to, for example, take like a 3D model of a skull or of a head. Like that, that is the plan. I do want to just draw that so that I can get a little better. But like sometimes it's just not fun. And what am I doing here if I'm not having fun? What if I just hello? If I just get rid of that for now. Too much. I think the problem is this eye might be too small for this like level of whatchamacallit. Really hate when I'm slightly pressing that. And I do that. But that is in fact on me. Can I hide that? Nope. Well, actually, I sort of can now. Hold on. Let me cook for a second. Somebody get me out of the kitchen. I shouldn't be cooking right now. Shouldn't be cooking now. Shouldn't be cooking ever. fuck is that? Fundamentals? No such thing. Hey, this is what I'm saying. No fun without dementals, you know? What if we just scoop that up and just... Fuck! That's right. How about now? Damn it. I actually might be able to do it with that, though. No. How about no? Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're cooking. Unfortunately, this eye is way too small compared to that eye now. Because I had originally made it with that, like, skin fucking flap. Keyboard looking crisp with the kitty cat. Kitties. I love these keycaps. I will say, I like this setup too, but I do kind of I have been considering one of those things that like lets this lift and tilt so I can like get at it at a better angle. Um this is a wired one though, so I still can't really like twist this around, but I have like a regular tablet and I can just like yeet my shit around. It's so much easier. But I also think that there's a nice way to I don't know. I was talking about this earlier actually. I think it's kind of good to not always turn your stuff. You know? Like there's something oh, slap my mic. There's something to be learned about not always being able to just like change the angle so that you're always at your best angle. Your arrow keys are some ooh, the resin kitty oh. Look at that. Got the cat ones. I've seen those I don't know about glittery ones, but I've definitely seen like the paw print ones. And I always want to get them, but then they're like $12 and I'm like I can get a whole keycap set for that. All right. Hey. Hello? Anybody home? Mr. Penn? There we go. All right. So is the solution here to just completely erase everything I've done right here and draw it better to scale? I think so, right? It kind of sucks, but I don't really see a way around it. All right. Staring at this person's eye. Send it, bud. Sander, bud. Oh my god, that thing droopy. I'm sorry. Look, if they didn't want me to try and draw their eye, they wouldn't have included it. Actually, I bet this isn't even this person's eye. Whose eye is this? But they wouldn't have included it in their eyelash tutorial. How does this like keep ending up so small? What am I doing? Am I stupid? How did I get on white? Somebody stop me. Somebody help this man. All right, I feel like I keep getting too close. I might have to go back and do like a sketch again. Hold on, we might be onto something with that one. Smooth brain. Draw, erase, repeat. It's all I know. I mean, I could probably just use like one of the tools. I just don't I don't know. I feel like There's something about learning to be able to more consistently do it that I'd like to have here. I don't know how to put it. I don't know if that's the right answer, but it feels like it is. So let's do that. And then let's do that. And then let's do that. And then I think this is too big here, but fuck it. We'll leave it. All right, so let's go to here. Sure. Go to there. I should really have done this in a different color and then just changed it afterwards. That's what a smart person would have done. But I mean, nobody comes here for smart people, right? Like, if I were smart, I wouldn't be trying to learn how to draw. Let's put it that way. All right. My motto is if if it looks good, don't fix it because fuck fundamentals. My motto is good enough. It's the best I can do. It's the best you're gonna get. Oh fuck, that white line's still there. It's okay, nobody knows. Just don't look. Oh no, I didn't put the fucking lid on its own layer. Or the lash on its own layer. Classic. That's how you know I'm starting to become a real artist. I didn't put the lash on the right layer. It's the little things that that let you know you're making progress. Forgetting to change layers. That's how I know I'm actually learning something. Like a real artist. I forgot to change layers. I'm so proud of me. Look at that eye. Oh my god, it's coming together. It's all coming together. We're finally actually maybe getting something that could be potentially described as eye adjacent. And if that wasn't the goal, I don't know what was. But we just no. No. Too white. Just just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just to trick you into thinking I know what I'm doing. No, to trick you into looking at it at like certain angles. Oh my god. Now I can promptly forget what I did. Behold, I. The real question is, how do I do the eye now? Because this one's looking this way. I feel like we got this one's like directionality kind of too. Oh fuck, I'm still on white. We got it like looking too that way, but this one's kind of. It feels like it's looking that way. So like, I mean, it's either Forrest Whitaker or I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know, man. Like, how do I? Should I just throw random color in there? Shoot, I did. Classic artist thing. Didn't name my layers, so I don't know where the hell I am right now. I'm making progress. So that's okay. This is right. So if I just choose this, so that's, oh God, that's under there. That's under there. That's fine. I had been using green, so let's just throw fucking green in there real quick. Who's gonna stop me? Nobody. What? What if we just, you know? Nobody knows. Nobody's gonna know. So we got that. Oh God. Could have swore I was doing this first. All right, green. So that doesn't quite work for me, right? You know what I mean? It's just not right. But what if random new layer, so many layers, I really should have named them. So how do I make the pupil look, oh fuck, we're still on green. Look right here. Huh? Am I crazy? Oh, yes I am, because classic mistake. Deselecto Dicko. No, that ain't right. Nobody knows. The nose knows. Feel like Lima beating it? Maybe? No. I don't know. I almost feel like this eye isn't right. I don't know. The whole thing doesn't feel right. I just want to try and work out how to do pupe. So if that's there, this would have to be like all the way here or something. What if I do it like this? Hold on. Why does it look like a potato? What the hell is bro up to? I'm regretting this white line. It feels like I just forgot to fill. Like that was on purpose, right? I drew that white line in there. But now it kind of feels like I just used fill tool and selecto dicko and like didn't ever fix it. Which to be fair is exactly something I would do. Bro, what the fuck does an eye look like? I could probably actually just get away with like sending it and then like make it look like it's looking this way. But I don't want to do that. I want to try and figure this out. Takes years off my 9 lives. Congratulations. You played yourself. You tried to learn something. Shouldn't have done that. Effort in my hardcore life. What if I just go full anime? Who's gonna stop me? Hard eyes. Oh god. Probably would work better if it wasn't crooked. I don't know, something really like I really just want to do this. But like that doesn't make any sense. Maybe I do just if I just send it. I know this isn't what I was hoping to do, but sometimes you just have to accept that you're not there yet, you know? I kind of think I should probably like opacitize these. Oh god, I probably should have locked that in if that's what I was gonna do. I have no idea what I'm doing. If that wasn't obvious, I came to cook, but I forgot the gas, you know? If we just like throw random lines in here, does that do anything for us? Artists finding a style. Could not be me. It's weird because there's a lot I really like about this, but then I hate it. I don't know. I guess I've just been going like I feel like I like this style better than what I had been doing, which was like I was well, this is just one of them, but I had been like drawing other people's like cute expressions and like it's okay. Like this doesn't look bad right here, but it just I don't know, it's not what I felt like I wanted to put on the page, if you will. This feels like closer, specifically this eye, and I feel like I finally got lashes because I couldn't do them. I'll probably never be able to do this again. But like I don't know, like the eye, I guess the pupil and iris position I'm just not getting right now. Maybe I should just I guess I'll probably get off for now, but I guess next time I get on, I'll probably try and get like a skull 3D image going so that I can get like cuz I feel like this is too close here and then like try and draw that from a couple different angles so I can also get like a better gauge of like eye sizing. I think that'll translate, trust me, when you do 9 years of digital art like me. You hate your art till you look back those 9 years and get humbled, realize you improved. Well, I guess I got a long way to go. Man, I hate being humble. I'm so humble. It's just ridiculous. What do I want to call this? I'm going to call it scuffed dives because they are, in fact, scuffed. And I will. Huh? What the fuck is a PGM? Look, I don't understand why Krita just makes up, file types. There's no such thing as a PGM. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody in the history of anything has ever saved something as a PGM file. You're fucking lying to me and yourself if you're saying anything otherwise. I think this is somehow like my best eyelashes yet, but I don't know. It's like the directionality. The perspective is my problem, I guess. So I really need to do, like I said, like a 3D model so that I can like actually copy it and like memorize it, if you will. I don't know. It's just I feel like I'm not working right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off for now. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much for the follow, and thanks for the encouragement. I appreciate it. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I appreciate you. Hopefully, I can see you in another one. If not, hey, it was good to meet you. But until then, I'm getting off for now. Bye.